Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary. This is going to be the final set between NrG and OD. Unfortunately, OD has already won because NrG basically, even if it goes 2-2 at this point, because the final ace match is forfeited by NrG, there's nothing they can do. So because they lost game 1, game 2 can't win at this point. Let me show you the map really fast. It's a very interesting map. This is going to be Iron Curtain, as you can see. So minerals down here. This is the Iron Curtain I'm showing you, blocked off by minerals at either location, and then of course in the middle you have the minerals and the gas on either side. And then your main standard with gas. Secondary kind of hard to hold because you can see there's this huge choke here. This is actually kind of the easier location, I think, because as you can see at the other location you end up with map artifacts in the middle here. Anyway, and that's kind of mirrored across the board. It can really suck when you. Anyway, never mind. I won't talk about the balances. I'll just get into doing it. So it's going to be get into doing it. There we go. It's going to be between Fitch, NewbCrack at the northern position. So this is going to be kind of like a 1 versus 1 as a result of that, instead of a kind of an air battle, 2 versus 2 air ground-esque thing. So yellow we have NewbCrack, green we have Fitch, Fitch being of course zerg, and then he's basically going to be one-on-one with Hyuga in the bottom right-hand corner, and teal, and then we have purple NrGZam here in the bottom left-hand corner, who never expo tells me Zam is mildly retarded. It's unfortunate to hear that. Anyway, getting to actual commentating the game, Zam here, so we'll have to give him somewhat of a break, I guess. Yeah, it's really mean when you're setting the hotkeys. Sorry about that. Anyway, so it looks like Zam's going to scout out. Surprised he sent this Overlord at this position here, as if he's going to see the Overlord, so he's going to know. It really was kind of, I'm not sure actually if he saw the Overlord there. Probably going to see him in a second. It's really important. It's not totally going to affect what he does, but he has the option of basically facing either a zerg one-on-one for a brief moment, or a protoss one-on-one in a brief moment. Look, he's putting down that barracks now, but the question is now whether he puts down that gas, and he's going to see this Overlord, and he's probably going to get the scout in a time where he does decide to just keep building barracks, because, hey, facing zerg, not a protoss. Single gateway going down for Hyuga in the meantime, and we'll see what kind of build we're going to see at a Fitch. As a result, looks like Fitch is going for a 12 hatchery build. Interesting, going for a 12 hatchery build, and doesn't look like he's going to try to take a secondary at all. Doesn't want to end up getting caught, I guess, having to worry about defending 2 locations, putting the second hatchery near his base. I'm surprised neither of these guys aren't going for their choke. So 2 gateway build actually from so 2 gateway zealot push actually coming from Hyuga here. Interesting. Usually you see the second gateway, the pylon down, then you can build 2 zealots after that if you guys are wondering about the build. 9 zerglings coming out, or I'm sorry, 6 zerglings. 6 zergling push you're seeing coming out of Zam. Going to push up. I don't think that's going to be all that successful. As you can see, it looks like a pretty nice, 2 barracks and very nice kind of curvature. You can just SCVs block there. And they have a long distance to run before they can get anywhere. So Zam pushing up pushing up on NewbCrack. NewbCrack looks like he's prepared. He's going to get a bunker down actually, just to prepare alongside. And actually I thought he would have 2 Marines by the time they went up there, and but it looks like he's going to put down a bunker just to be extra secure. In the meantime, an Overlord starting to move over to Fitch's base, knowing that it's another Zerg, that he's not going to have to worry about an air attack for a while. Spawning pool going down for Fitch now, as well as gas. We'll see what he decides to do. He has the Overlord inside Hyuga's base. He's seeing the 2 gate, as well as the Zealot push. Hyuga looks like he's not pushing up with those Zealots. He still has that probe in the base, but not pushing up with the Zealots. Instead, going to leave him, maybe that's an artifact just because the distances between the 2, but it looks like instead he's just going to start creating defense at his front door, getting another pylon down. Surprised by that. So Zergling's pushing up, but again, yeah, that bunker is down and going to come all the way around. One Marine being pushed off, but it looks like that bunker is going to be enough to drive the Zerglings off. Otherwise, very safe build from NewbCrack here. Continuing to pump Marines. More Zerglings pushing in. It looks like Zam's going to hide these. Actually, no, he's going to bring the Zerglings around, test the perimeter. Is he going to bring them back, or I was thinking he might hide them in the corner briefly. Just going to test the perimeter and see what he can do. Gas going down in the meantime. Supply depot sealing up the edge. Looks like he was going to see if he could get all the way around from with a flank, and he got 2 hits on the Marines, but not before they managed to get behind the SCVs. Now he's going to bring them out in the corner and hide them at the edge. I've already seen this game once, by the way, and Zam attacking very quickly to layer, not getting his secondary. Interesting. Going to go straight, and I guess go Mutalisks very quickly. Lair also going up for Fitch here in the meantime. He's definitely going to have a production advantage over his Zerg counterpart, and probably not really a tech advantage, but a little bit of an economic advantage just because he can produce more drones faster. Creep colony going down. It looks like we have a Zealot blockade from Hyuga, so Hyuga going very quick Zealots and then creating kind of a Zealot blockade, just playing a little more defensively, getting a Cybernetics core and assimilator down. Wouldn't be surprised if he just decides to tech to air. We'll see if he decides to go kind of a, I don't know, it would be kind of weird to go Corsair in a 2 versus 2, but maybe think of going Corsair just to take out a couple of the Overlords. Zergling's pushing down in the meantime for Fitch. Let's see what's going on. Looks like a couple Zerglings. The Zerglings got pushed out of the base in the meantime from NewbCrack. NewbCrack getting the academy down now. Continuing, it looks like he still has a decent sized force of Marines here. He's going to continue pumping out Marines and probably go. It's interesting because you only see a single hatchery here. I think this is going to be hard for Zam. He's just going to be behind on production, really, with that one gate. And I'm not sure if he's going to be able to produce enough help here to Fitch. We'll see. Spire going down for Fitch in the meantime. We'll see the difference here. It looks like about 200 hit points difference, so about 2 seconds. Zergling's pushing down. Doesn't look like they're doing anything. They're just, I guess they're just hoping to deny the second expansion, but the second expansion wasn't going up anyway. Citadel of Adun going down in the meantime for Hyuga. So Hyuga thinking about taking to Templar probably. High Templar would be my guess. Marines coming back. Another supply depot going down. Third barracks going up, and now we're seeing the 2 medics produce. And so in just a moment here, NewbCrack's going to push out on Zam. Zam, in the meantime, I just don't think he's going to have anything to really protect himself. He can't really produce enough Mutalisks to really do a decent enough harassment to kind of shove this forces back. His production's been kind of, again, it's small in the meantime, so I just, we'll see what he can do against this medic marine attack. He's at least going to need to get some sun colonies down, getting one sun colony down now, but I just don't know that it's going to be enough in the long run. Continuing with the 3 barracks build, we'll see how Fitch is doing. Fitch has a spire up, getting a creep colony down himself, has a good amount of Zerglings out. Looks like Zealot's pushing in the meantime from Hyuga. So Hyuga gonna kind of test the perimeter. He's getting a cannon down in his front. I'm not sure if he spotted out what was going on here. I didn't see an Overlord. Now an Overlord shifting up, but maybe suspecting Mulus from the opposite side. From Fitch in the meantime. Templar Archive's almost up. I'm not sure if he spotted off that spire, but I guess we can safely assume he saw that coming. Pushing back, we'll see if Hyuga can do any damage here. In the meantime, Medic Marine's going to engage with a couple fire bats as well. Looks like they drove a couple of those Zerglings away. Looks like Mutalisks away. Mutalisks weren't really able to do anything. The Mutalisks going to attack Fitch as best they can, but more Mutalisks out for Fitch. So Zam's going to be kind of pushed back. Overlord coming into the end. Yeah, I think this is going to trigger NewbCrack to do a really fast attack. A couple Zerglings looks like they were in the background, managed to sneak behind the enemy lines, but not really going to do much because that bunker's still there. Attacking that barracks, but very quickly being wiped out. And now I really feel that single Overlord going to get hit, but that's not going to do a whole lot. Hyuga still has the Zealot force to the north, but and a couple Scourges out in the meantime. But as you can see, the two hatcheries showing the protection power. Excuse me, there. Overlord being taken out from Zam, and that's going to hurt him, as you can see in red supply. And I don't know that he'd had that issue if he. Maybe I'm just emphasizing the 2 hatcheries a little bit more. But yeah, now in huge trouble, as you can see, 2 medics, 4 fire bats. And it looks like a complete grouping of Marines as well as reinforcements coming briefly. So Zam going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Hyuga, let's see